What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm teaching you guys on how to use the sky replacement tool in Photoshop. This is the newest addition to the program, and it's just so much easier to select the sky and replace it and put a new sky in there. So without further ado, let's hop right into it and I'll teach you guys on how to do this. So here we are in Photoshop. We have our photo, Monument Valley in Utah during sunrise, and I want to use this sky from this photo into this image. And so first thing first, what we're going to do is grab this image, click and drag it over to this, and then Control T or Command T, wherever you're on. I'm on Windows at the moment, so it's Control on Windows, but Command on Mac. Just enlarge it to match the size of the image. Hit the check mark up in here, and then what we're going to do is go down to background down here, hit Command or Control J, and then it's going to make a background layer. Grab that, bring it up, and once you have the image that you want to replace the sky with, go ahead and come up to select and then tap sky, and it's going to automatically do it. Select the sky. As you see, select the sky at the moment, and then it's just going to bring up these little ants going around the sky right here. So let's just zoom in, double check on, make sure it's all good. Looks like it did. Oh, looks like I didn't mean to do that. You want to be dragging across, make sure you hold space, because otherwise that will happen. Looks like it did a pretty good job. I mean, this image isn't too difficult to select the sky with. So next what you want to do is hit Shift Control or Shift Command I, and that will invert the selection. And then once that is selected down here, go ahead and come down to the layer mask option right down here. Click that, and that automatically brings the sky in from the other image. And now here we gotta do, take the sky image, hit Control T or Command T, and then flip horizontal, because since it was sunrise, gotta make it work for it, like make it look like it's actually for sunrise. And then I'm just gonna enlarge the image and kind of just drag that out, and then let's see, probably bring it about right there. And like every image is different on exactly how you want to do it, but basically you're going to go to the sky and then select, and that's how you get the selection on the sky itself. And then, like I said, invert the image and use the layer mask, and that'll make the sky pop. So I think I kind of like that. That's really cool to me. So as you see, this is a little faded down here. I think it's because I had my feathering up kind of high. So what I'm going to do is go back into the layer mask down here in the background copy that we chose to get rid of the sky with. So once we selected the layer mask right down here, either hit the eraser tool or the brush tool. I like to use the brush tool. It just makes it a bit cleaner and easier to use, just in case there is some mess up. But once you have the brush tool selected or the eraser tool, whatever your favorite preference is, go ahead and zoom into where you want to be, and then make sure it's on the white down here. Make sure it's on the default colors, so white and black, but we want white on top for this. And as you can see, it's gonna be making everything pop more. Right down here, and you bring this down a little bit more. It's a little bit cleanup. That's literally all it is. You just clean up the edges and whatnot in the image. Let me go ahead and finish this image and get it all cleaned up. Alright, so now that we have it all cleaned up, really I like it a lot like this, but I'm going to change the colors a little bit to match a little bit better. But if you like it how it is when it comes out, then you're done. That's it for the sky replacement. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to a color balance and mess with the tones a little bit and just make it match a little bit better. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's a little up too much. There we go. And with the color balance, you barely want to touch any of it. Like, don't come up and just drag it all the way, because it's going to come like looking like that or like that. Or was I +4 for the midtones? Shadows. Barely touch the shadows whatsoever, like 1 to 2. If anything, like 1 up or 1 down, or like 2 up or so. Just whatever looks good to you, really. It's all self-preference, but that's what my goal is, to like not go up past 5 at the most, like -5 or +5. So if we go ahead and deselect the color balance, it looks like that, but with the little adjustments that we did, it looks a lot better, looks a lot brighter. And then from here, you can just do whatever adjustments you want to it, but I like to mess with the color balance a little bit after I'm done doing the sky replacement, just to make the tones match a little bit better. But yeah, other than that, so for a quick recap on what we did, we went ahead and got this image as our main image, and then we grabbed this photo as our sky photo, and then we duplicated the background image to make a background copy, and then we selected the sky, and we hit Shift Command I or Shift Control I, whatever you're on, Windows or Mac, and that inverted the selection down into the foreground area. And then we did the layer mask, and then with the layer mask, it got rid of the sky for us. And then since this was sunrise, the image that we used, or the sky that we used, was during sunset. So we had to flip that image. And then from there, we had to do a little bit of cleanup, and then that's it. So that is how you do the sky replacement in Photoshop. If you guys have any questions, be sure to put them down below in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer each question that you have. I know I'm not the best explainer, but if you want to go back into the video and check out the parts that seem confusing and overlook it that way, I feel like that's the best way to do it. If you did like this video, be sure to drop a like. And like I said, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. And also, if you're new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because I want to be doing a lot more videos in 2021. I know I've been slacking already. It's already February, but I was just busy this past month on trips, and I was also hanging out with family and whatnot before I came back to Nashville. And yeah, also turn on post notifications so you don't miss a single video in the future. If you guys are interested in my work and want to see more, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Huntrex. I have all my socials down in the description below, along with my website. But other than that, remember guys, to keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one. So.